Many Node.js projects start with a structure that looks like this. This is a classic MVC or model view controller structure. We have folders for controllers, models, and roads. This is a good start and it works for many applications. Hello everyone, when you start a new software project, what is one of the most important decisions you will make? It's not the framework or the database, it's the architecture. Let me explain why. My name is Kevin Mora, I'm from Ecuador. Recently, I left my job as a software developer to explore a new kind of companies, and of course, I want to make my own app. Let's start. The architecture is the plan for how you will organize your code. A good plan helps your project grow, and a bad plan can create a lot of problems later. Today, I want to share the architecture I choose for my project LingoLoop and explain why I choose it. Many Node.js projects start with a structure that looks like this. This is a classic MVC or model view controller structure. We have folders for controllers, models, and roads. This is a good start and it works for many applications. But for a project like LingoLoop, which I want to grow and maintain for a long time, I wanted something more robust. I wanted a system that was easier to test and easier to change in the future. Furthermore, I want to add in the future some new components, new features, and new functionalities. That's one of the most important that I choose that. That's why for LingoLoop I choose to use the clean architecture. This is the famous diagram that explains the idea. It looks complicated, but the main idea is very simple. The architecture is divided into layers like an onion. The most important rule is the dependency rule. The inner layers can't know anything about the outer layers. What does this mean? It means our business logic, the use cases, and the entities in the center doesn't know what database we are using or what framework we are using. The business rules are independent. This is incredibly powerful because we can change our database or our framework in the future without changing the core logic of our application. So how does this look in a real project folder? It's simpler than you think. We can think about it like this simple diagram. In my LingoLoop project, the folder structure follows this idea. First, the roads. These folders define the URL like users, like sign in, sign up. It takes the request and sends it to the correct controller. Moving to the next one, controllers. The controllers handles the HTTP request and response. It calls a service to do the actual work. It doesn't have any business logic here. Moving to the next one, the service or the use cases. This is the heart of our application. All the business logic lives here. For instance, the logic to create a new linking post, the logic to register a new user, and the logic to register a new product. All of that live here. Moving to the next one is the models. This folder defines our data structure, like what a user or a post looks like. And finally, let me show how it works. When a request arrives, it's directed to the route, which then sends it to a controller. Then the controller uses a service to handle the actual business stuff. So why did I choose this? There are four main benefits. Benefit number one, it's independent. The business logic is separate from the framework and the database. Benefit number two is testable. It's very easy to test the business logic in the service without using a database or a web server. Benefit number three, it's organized. It's very clear where to put new code. And benefit number four, last but not least, it's scalable. This structure makes it easy to grow the application and for new developers to understand the code. Choosing an architecture is a big decision, but using clean architecture gives me a confidence that LingoLoop is built on a strong foundation that can grow or change in the future. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.